Buenos dias, mi gente. I hope you guys are doing a great day on this Saturday morning. I'm an early bird, so I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. A little bit earlier today because I did my exercise routine at 5 o'clock in the morning. I just wanted to get on here for a little bit just to let you guys know, hey, you know what? I know Thanksgiving's coming around. It's in about 3-4 days. But I just want to let you guys know, hey, I hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving. Spend it with your time, with your family, and or have a good time. But hey, at the same time, be careful because there's gonna be a lot of cops out there, a lot of pistols being passed around. Everybody's gonna be drinking, so be careful with how much you drink. And if you drink, if you're one of those that can't control it, hey, make sure you got a homeboy or you have a cousin, lo que sea. Have someone with you, riding with you because that person's gonna save your life. you know um but I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still doing my challenges. Shouts out to Cholo Trek. I seen that video. He motivated me to make this video this morning today. Anyways, this guy. No, but shouts out to Cholo Trekker for doing that for me. He threw out a challenge in the very very beginning of the year, where you go fasting for one day, and it was a challenge at first, but then it turned into more like a spiritual thing for me. Um, so I still continue to do that. And there's other challenges I'm trying to do out there. Like I'm trying to get my business going, and but I see other people around me. They're doing challenges, and I network with a lot of people. Uh, they motivated me to do more challenges. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys know, but I disc golf a lot. It's a sport just like golf, but we use discs, frisbees, or if you want to say it like that. I'm practicing so I can start getting into the amateurs, so I can get in there. Because I love the sport. I love it a lot. And I just want to start getting into that. So that's one of my challenges. My other challenge is trying to get my business going because, like I said, that business, I want to generate money so I can start up programs for victims of sexual abuse. Because like I said in the previous video, I was a victim myself, and it's just because that happened to you, it's not the end. It's not the end of your world. Like I said, the devil was there when that was happening. I understand that. Yeah, he was there. He was real, and he was there. But so was God, because like I told you before, the devil can hurt my body, but he cannot hurt my soul. And you know what? That's why God made me a stronger person. I still go through my situations. I still go through my suffering, but that's why I keep busy. Because I don't need to just sit there and fester and think about what happened to me when I was a kid, because that's how depression gets you. That's how, all these negative thoughts come in. People that go through it, they end up committing suicide. They end up doing drugs. They end up becoming full-blown alcoholics. It's a tough situation. So for me, that was even a challenge for me. This was way before Cholo Trucker. I met Cholo Trucker. And before I met West Coast Graffiti, it was a challenge for me to get out of the depression, get out of the suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. And I did it. And I keep going. And now I want to fight for all those people that went through it, or are going through it. Whether you're a grown man, a grown woman, kids, I want to fight for you guys, because I think that's my purpose in this life, is to fight for you guys. Because, going through it by yourself is not easy. But anyways, that'll be for another video. I was already getting into it, but I just wanted to let you guys know, hey, I love you guys. Thanksgiving's coming around the corner. Cuídense, because there's gonna be a lot of chotas out there waiting for you guys to slip up. And I was lucky back in my drinking days, because I was one of those homies that I drink and drink and drink. till I passed out. And there was times where I got home and I don't even know how I got home. I had my car in front of my house, and and I just didn't know how I got home. So and to my family that live here in Sacramento, if you guys are watching this and you guys are drinking that day, I don't care if I'm at the house spending Thanksgiving. Even my carnales, my homeboys, my closest homeboys that I consider my family, and just friends in general. If you guys are drinking, you got my number, okay? Don't hesitate to call me. I don't care if you call me and say, "Hey, you know what, man? I'm too drunk. I'm having a good time. Come over." You know, there's times where a homeboy would call me and say, "Hey, you know what, man? Come over, man. We're drinking and we're having a good time." I'd go over there so that I can watch him, and make sure he doesn't take off and ends up killing somebody or whatever. But Thanksgiving, like I said, is coming around, so I'm watching what I'm eating. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not supposed to say this, but right now I'm in the middle of my fasting, so it's my second day today. Tomorrow's my third day, and then Monday I get to eat. I know I'm not supposed to say anything, but I just want to let you guys know that hey, the challenges, put a challenge out there for you guys, for those that want to do something, that want to change their lives. Put a challenge out there. I tell you guys, it's the greatest thing ever. When West Coast Graffiti challenged me to the 90-day challenge, I was like, all right, let me try that. I wasn't fully committed, but I tried it. And then when I tried it, I was telling my doctor about it, and my doctor said, "Hey, why don't you consider, changing your diet too?" And I was like, "Charlie, when my doctor told me, hey, let's try not eating tortillas, pan dulce," and all, I'm like, "Charlie, you crazy?" That's the main staple of a Mexican. That's like telling me, "Hey, ya no puedo tomar." I'm like, people get hurt for that. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I tried it. I was optimistic and I was open-minded, and I was like, you know what, I'll try it. And I noticed that, with the 90-day challenge that West Coast Graffiti did, I took on that challenge. The challenge that my doctor told me to do, changing my diet, I did that. And then when my doctor told me, hey, let's try keto, I was like, all right, let's try it, because I noticed, the lights just went off because I'm in the car too long. But I noticed when I started taking those challenges, I started dropping weight. I dropped a lot of weight, and I continue to keep that weight off. I still do my exercise routines. But I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm going off topic now, but this video was really for you guys to be careful. The holidays are coming around. I just celebrated. I went to trick-or-treating with my kids for Halloween. It was great. I should have made a video about that. And because that'll be for next year for a different topic. But I just wanted to tell you guys, be careful, be safe. What Thanksgiving is like a cheat day for those they're on a strict diet. If you guys want to just eat, go ahead and eat. But like me, I must keep myself disciplined. I will eat some turkey because I don't eat the pork or beef. And I don't eat the mashed potatoes. So yeah, pretty much just turkey. Like my cousin once told me, he goes, no, ¿sabes qué, primo? Si no puedes comer nada, pues entonces estás jodido. And I think he's right, man. But just spend your time positively. Spend it with your family. Spend it with your friends, your homeboys, because you know what? We only got this one life on this earth, and after that, who knows? Who knows? I'm just grateful that I have a lot of people in my life that I could consider my homies, my family. Shouts out to Pinchy Know It All. This vato, okay, I gotta tell you, before I go, I gotta tell you a story about this guy, Pinchy Know It All. I I was in Old Sacramento with my wife and my kids, okay? And it is funny the way. So I'm over there, not minding my business, just waiting for because in Old Sacramento they got horses where they have the carriages and you get to ride on them and stuff. You do have to pay, but you get to ride on them. So I'm waiting, and for the horse to come, and so we can get on this ride and all that. Binch, it all comes up to me, and he goes, "Hey, aren't you that guy on YouTube?" And he goes, "Aren't you a YouTuber?" And I looked at it, and they threw me off. And I looked at him like I got in trouble. Like, no. I'm like, no, who are you? Like, no. And then it dawned on me when he walked away, because he goes, "Are you sure?" He goes, "You look like someone from YouTube." And I was like, no, like some cop was trying to interrogate me. I was like, no, And then when he took off, it dawned on me, it hit me, and I was like, oh shit. I mean, shoot. I said, hey, I went like this, like George Lopez says, "Hey, come here." So he came back, and I goes, "Yeah, I'm Pinchy Noto." And I said, "Oh man, I'm Mr. Garcia." And I'm like, "Oh wait," and it was funny because I felt like I was in trouble at first. But shouts out to Pinchy Noto, man. We talked for a brief second, and you're a cool guy. You're a really cool dude. Hopefully, if we can, man, I would like to make a video with you. But one of these days, okay, if I ever meet you in South Sac or Old Sac or wherever in South Sacramento or Sacramento in general. But yeah, Pinchy Noto, man, you threw me off guard with that one, homie. Uh, but yeah, like I said, just take care of yourselves. Have a good time, but take care of yourselves. I'm gonna watch my 49ers play. I think they're not playing Thanksgiving. I gotta see the schedule, but just watch football, have a good time, drink your pisto, but just be careful, moderation, And if you do drink too much, hey, you got familia, you got your homeboys or your homegirls, your carnales. Um, make sure that your homie that's drinking, or your primo, lo que sea, tu familia, you make sure if you see them drinking too much, just put them to the side and say, "Hey, you know what? Hey, tómate un café o tómate un agua. Mira, estoy pisteando ahorita." No, but keep them sober. And if you can't keep them sober, make sure that they either stay there, you take the keys away, because one of my homies, who I consider like a brother a lot, back in my drinking days, I would go to his house to go play dominoes and cards or whatever, and estamos pisteando. And before we started drinking, he would tell me, he goes, "Hey, homie, I want your keys." And he would put them in this jar, like this big old plastic jar. And he would tell me, he goes, "Hey, homie, give me your keys." Or he would get my keys. He'd get all of our keys, like, because it was close. There was about 5-6 of us that would go over there, and he'd tell everybody, "Give me your keys," and he'd put them away where we couldn't find them, because he knew those nights we were gonna be drunk. So he didn't want us to go. So that's what I'm telling you guys. If you see anybody in your house, drunk, and where they can't control themselves, make sure you keep them from drinking, because first off, anything can happen, they start fighting, or they start throwing up in front of people, or they start doing stupid stuff around people, make sure that you get that person, put them in the next room, put him in the next room where nobody can see him, and just make sure that he's okay. Okay. Or just tell, if he came with somebody, just tell that person, "Hey, you know what, your homeboy's acting up. Hey, tell him to calm down, and stop drinking. Give him a beer, give him coffee, lo que sea." Don't give him beer, but give him water, give him coffee. Heck, I don't even encourage this, but that day, échate una soda, jugo, lo que sea, but make sure that guy, he comes down, because Thanksgiving is a time for gathering. It's a time for having good times with your family, and friends. And we don't need people to go to jail. We don't need people to die, for any apparent reason. We're just here to have a good time. I thank God that He gave me another day. He gave me another year to celebrate. Because that's why they call the present, because God gave us that gift to see another day. You know, and I just wanted to make this video just to tell you guys, hey, I'm still down with you guys for the challenges. I love you guys. You guys have been an amazing uh, thing for me, especially for YouTube. Even though I don't post a lot of videos, I still want to keep it going. I got my challenges coming up with the business and stuff like that, and so I know I don't post a lot, but I just want to let you guys know that I will be posting a little bit more. I'm gonna try because I'm when I'm making these videos, I'm like, what should I make today? I'm not like West Coast Graffiti, Cholo Track, or you know, LA Times Paul, or my big homie, you know, oh man, I can't think of his name. I gotta wake up. um, well, anyways, I'm not like these guys where they can just go off the top and just make anything, because I do keep busy with with my life, with everything in general that I have, you know, and just like everybody else. But I will make more videos. Again, please be careful. Okay, Thanksgiving's around the corner. There's gonna be a lot of beer, a lot of alcohol. The days are getting colder. I still do my exercise early in the morning because I'm crazy like that, but I like it. But be careful, guys. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, cuídense. Adiós.